58South TV.
Hey, what's going on, man? Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Welcome to another episode of 58South TV presents Topics of Discussion.
58South TV, welcome to the show. Topics of discussion, let the real talk grow. Sports, music, news, bring the truth to the light. Tap in, turn up, yeah, we live tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the Indiana Hoosiers. Went from worst to number one. Congratulations, Curt Cignetti and those guys over there. Can we say the U is back? I don't know. We'll discuss it. We'll discuss it. I know something that does need to come back. A sense of defense over there in Chapel Hill. We're going to talk about them Tar Heels and the lack of defending that three-point line. Also, Vibe put out a list of 10 rappers who are under the most pressure in 2026. We're going to get to it, man. That and more. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to another episode of 58 South TV presents Topics of Discussion, your new home for sports, news, and entertainment. I'm your host, 58 South. This here is my co-host, Mr. DJ Phenomenon. What's happening, boss?
Coolin', B. Happy to be here, man. Happy to be here.
Happy to have you, man. Happy to have you. How you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Getting ready for this big winter storm everybody's been talking about. So, I had to buy up all the milk and bread like everybody else.
Man, the way they're talking about this ice, we need to be buying up generators and kerosene heaters.
Oh, I'm already on that. I already got those on deck.
That's what's up, man. I hope everybody's taking the proper precaution if you're in the area. And it seems like the area is the South, from Texas to I think parts of DC. And I ain't considering DC the South. I'm just saying the whole bottom of the map is going to be covered. And I think further north it's going to hit is DC, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. DC is supposed to be getting more snow than usual. Around here in the North Carolina, our region, at least the region I'm in, they're talking about like 3 inches of ice. That's a lot of ice.
You can ice skate on 3
I was
inches.
going to say, we're going to have a hockey rink around here.
Right.
That is scary because that means it's going to get on the power lines and we're not going to have power. And let's just hope it's not as bad as they're predicting. I just put it that way. All right. Welcome to those who are watching on YouTube. Thank you for watching. Those listening on Connected Radio, thank you for listening. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I got to start making sure I say that in the beginning. Been a lot of episodes where I've said it at the end because I've just been rude and forgot to greet people. All right. Where would you like to start today, sir? We have so much going on, man. Matter of fact, let's just start at the beginning, man. How about that? We're going to start at the beginning. Where's my trusty boxing bell? Phenomenon, the Indiana Hoosiers pulled off, I want to say, one of the most, we can call it improbable turnarounds in recent history, at least from what I, can remember being the most improbable turnaround. Going from one of the worst teams ever, when I say worst teams ever, the Indiana Hoosiers used to be a team you put on your list for homecoming. Let's play them, you know what I'm saying? To make sure the alumni and everybody enjoys themselves at this homecoming. Not anymore. Curt Cignetti came in there, him and his group of older gentlemen, his 22 and up squad, and they came away with the national championship, man. So congratulations to them. Does this make Curt Cignetti the best coach in college football?
I would say definitely the smartest coach. And if you're the smartest coach, you got to be the best coach if you're winning with your intelligence. So I have to say by stats and by results, he is the best coach in college football. He literally turned a historically basketball state, not even just school, a historically basketball whole state into a college football state. That's what it is. Indiana is officially a college football state, and they're gonna have to do a whole lot to change that from now on.
So I know in the professional ranks, it's a whole lot of monkey see, monkey do, meaning whatever one team is having success with, everybody will try to do that, right? Case in point, when the Golden State Warriors figured out if we get some really good shooters on the team and just shoot a bunch of three-pointers, we'll start beating people. So the whole NBA went out and start trying to recreate their Splash Brothers. Of course, it's definitely not always going to work out like that. We see the results. So do you think now it's going to be way more focused on the more older, seasoned, experienced player going to these power conferences instead of the more traditional recruiting as far as like getting the 5-star high school cat? Because Indiana only had like 7 star players. When I say star players, meaning like 3, 4, 5-star guys. Only had like 7, from what I understand. Everybody else had double digits. Do you think that'll be a trend, or I'm reaching?
I think it'll be. I don't think it'll be as big of a trend, but I do think a lot of teams would be foolish to not take a look at that. Like, even I don't know if you're allowed to do it, but getting guys who played in the Canadian League and get them. They've been out there 1 year. They might still be eligible to come back to college or something like that. I don't know how that works, but stuff like that, little.
That's and it's funny you say that, and because I was thinking about something like that too, because with the NBA G League guys, 2 of them are playing college basketball right now. So I don't see why that could be out of the realm of possibility for the college football if they haven't signed the NFL contract. Because I mean that's the situation with the NBA. They play G League. They play G League. They ain't signed the NBA contract.
That's just why I brought it up. That's exactly why I brought it up. That would not be. Won't be out of the realm of possibility. But I mean, it'd be silly to not look at the blueprint of what won, last year. Just like you said, it's a copycat league. At least to just look at it to see if it could work for your team at all. I don't know if it'll be a trend per se, because you still have to have a lot of great players. But football, it is such a physically dominating sport, and if you're already that physically developed as a man, it does give you some sort of advantage. So I could definitely see teams looking at it, but I don't think it's quite enough because he is a great coach. Still had to coach them guys. They still had to play well. They still had to catch those balls, not those other guys. Like this, they had to do their job regardless of them being 24 and up. So I think it'll be tough. I think it'll be tough for that to work for everybody, but you have to look at it though. It just doesn't make sense not to. Like, what did they do? How can we improve like they did over 1 year, 1 season? I don't think it's going to be a full all-in-all trend like Steph Curry and them change the whole game just shooting. I don't think it's going to be that big.
Okay. It'll be interesting to see, because now I'd love to see the follow-up to this undefeated season. Because, before, I think they lost 2 games the season before. They were number 10, ended up losing, whatever, come back. Nice storybook season. Can't wait, probably 10 years from now, there'll be a movie about this, or 30 for 30, you know what I mean? So, yeah, then there's that.
And how about no SEC team in the national championship? How about that?
How long you think that'll last?
Just this year.
Well, I don't know, and the reason I'm gonna say I don't know, man, is because they kind of they knock each other off in the playoff format. So
That's a fact.
they knock each other off. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that the team that didn't win this conference championship played for the national championship. I still find that to be odd. I don't know how. I hope they find a way to rectify that, because that seemed disingenuous to me, man. Like, if you can't even win your league, how you get to play for the national championship? I'm just saying.
It happens in March Madness all the time.
Bigger pool, though. 64 squads.
Yeah, bigger pool for sure.
More games. You got a bigger sample size to work with in college basketball. Your losses don't mean as much if you have them early. Like, it's a whole bunch of different variables with basketball, though.
Yeah, but I think if you are in a power conference, like it's called, it does make sense for a team that's in the power conference that didn't win is probably national championship worthy. If you lost in the SEC or the Big Ten or the ACC, you should be good enough in those conferences, if you don't win it all, to be at least good enough to make it. Like, you have that talent. You have the potential with that talent in those conferences. But you're right. Like, if you lose in Conference USA, then you didn't win Conference USA.
And you don't even get a shot. You don't even get looked at.
Yeah. So it's all about that competition level.
Right. Yeah, that too. Or in this case, they should have made Duke and Miami play one game to see who goes to the playoffs.
That's not a bad idea, to be honest. Like, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, so then, you can really find out who the better team is, you know what I mean? Because 7-5 team won your conference championship, man. But, Miami plays, they put up a great fight. Is the U back, in your opinion? Is the U back?
I think it's going to take more than one season. Even though they had a decent year last year before this one, it was okay, but it's still not like this year. I think they need at least one more year like this, and then I'll say they back. Personally, I'll say they back. But you've been in a long time U fan, so you know the patterns. Like, you know these boys for real. Like, you really know them. Like,
I gotta say this again. I don't rock with the U anymore. I let that go. I only rock with my North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University Aggies, alma mater. I rocks with those guys, and everybody else, I just watch the games. But as far as Miami being back, no, you're not back. You didn't win the championship. You didn't even win your conference championship. You're not back. You're not back. You've had great seasons before, as far as 9 and 10 win seasons. You've had those before. Not back till you win something. What trophy do you have to hold up? Did you get one for being the runner up?
Nope.
Yeah, you're not back.
But isn't each round of the college playoffs like considered a bowl game?
Yeah.
So they got those trophies. They be winning some bowls. They won a few bowls to get there. You know what I'm saying? Don't sleep.
I mean, if that was the end all be all like it used to be, where you just play one bowl game and then your season's over, I can see that. But yeah, they're not back. They're improving, but they're not back. Because think about it this way: Carson Beck is done, and then they got the whole he didn't take classes for 2 years story. I saw on my feed, so I'm like, yo, somebody couldn't wait. Somebody couldn't wait to get at you, homeboy. They were just waiting to see if you were gonna win or not. So now you gotta figure out who your quarterback's gonna be for next season. Get that right. Your defense is dismantled. So you know Bain and those cats are going to the NFL.
That's a fact.
So now you gotta prove to me that now the program, if the program is really back, then you're gonna be able to cycle in some new guys and repeat this same success and go to that next level.
Yep, that's how it works.
Yeah, but I don't see that happening.
So what about Indiana though?
What about him?
Think it's a one and done thing for them?
Nah, man, Signetti got him a program.
That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel.
And because this the thing though, man. Indiana has historically sucked, but they've always had bread behind them. Mark Cuban is is alumni. Yeah, him alone, you good. Your NIL money's there. You ain't got to worry about the NIL bread. Like Indiana can pick and choose the type of player they want. We just showed you we can win with what do I want to call them? Blue collar, with the straight blue collar cats. No blue chip recruits, just blue collar. Was that James Madison, my G? The same James Madison who was in the college football playoff this season. Those guys came over with Kirk and won the whole thing.
And once again, it's their coaching. They have a culture there. Culture transfers over from season, especially in college. Culture is what transfers over every year because the players change, but the culture isn't supposed to. I'm with you. I think they're going to be around for a minute. They in a tough conference, though. I still think the Big Ten is a pretty tough conference. Michigan, Ohio State, Oregon. Michigan, Ohio State, Oregon. Who else is in Big Ten?
That's pretty much it, man. I mean, they have a lot of teams ranked early in the season, but when it come right down to
Penn State.
With who? Nah. They let that go. He in Virginia Tech now.
They usually
and that's another reason why I don't think that Miami thing's gonna last too much longer, man. James Franklin's gonna turn Virginia Tech into a real solid squad next season. I say the same way you were talking about Kurt Signetti. I think James Franklin's gonna do that for Virginia Tech. And it's the thing. James Franklin, great seasons, he just couldn't win that thing for Penn State. VTech just want to get back to respectable prominence. They have that. And plus, you're in a great conference. You're in a great conference for it, man. It's up and down. The last time they had a back-to-back champion was like Clemson, and we all see where that's going.
Right.
So yeah. Since we're on college, we might as well transition to some ACC basketball. And this is for DJ Demand. Demand. What's up, partner? Thank you for watching, listening, always supporting. Appreciate you. Me and Juice always get on here talking about Juice always talk about getting rid of Hubert Davis. I always say the Tar Heels are never going to be great until they have a dynamic guard or at least some decent guards. I feel like they waste the NIL money on your man Evans, Kai Evans, Keon, Kai. I just call him the old buddy, cause old buddy, so far is a waste of bread, right? But the man was hollering at us. He was like, "Look, all that stuff y'all talking about, whatever. Look at the defense." And because he said that, I did have to look at the defense, right? In ACC play, their defensive efficiency is 17th in the ACC. Opponent field goal percentage, they're 16th in the ACC. They don't force turnovers. Field goal percentage, I already said 16th. That 3-point percentage, opponents are shooting almost 45% from behind the line.
That's like there's nobody there. If I was shooting 3-pointers by myself, I would still have less than 45%. I mean, it'd be up there because I can shoot, but still, like, if nobody's in front of me, I will shoot like something like that. Like, there's nobody there.
And this the thing, the opponents are averaging somewhere around like 14 made 3-pointers a game.
Oh, golly. That's different. Nah, that's
14 guaranteed 3-point.
That is a fireable offense.
But just the thing, who you gonna fire? Because Hubert ain't the one playing. So who you gonna fire?
Hey man, you gotta fire the coach, man. I'm with Juice on this one, man. You gotta let old buddy go because they already paid them kids, man. Them kids is already there, man. Like, you can't fire the kids.
That's one of my brick or switch questions for you. You'll see. Can't fire them kids. F them kids.
F the kids on. F the kids on.
Look here. If we're gonna pay you like professional athletes, you're gonna get that same professional athlete treatment.
Man, I gotta agree with you on that one.
Horses can't run, they turn them into glue. Anyway, let's go on here. Hey, I'm just saying.
Nah, you're not wrong though. You're not wrong. I have to agree with that.
Speaking of horses, the Denver Broncos minus Bo Nix versus the New England Patriots. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. The Denver Broncos are starting. His name sounds like my man from Transporter, Stidham, but his name is Stidham, not Statham.
God.
Jared Stidham is starting at quarterback. If Jared Stidham takes this Broncos team to the Super Bowl, we can crown Sean Payton as one of the best coaches ever in the history of NFL football. Because I don't see it. Convince me. Give me the world in which the Broncos beat the Patriots and go to the Super Bowl. What game plan has to happen for that to go down?
Defense and running.
So just like the 2015 Super Bowl when they beat my Panthers with that, whatever that was left of Peyton Manning, but they had a great defense. That's what's going to get them there.
Yep. Okay. And they ran the ball. You run the ball, you play defense, you got a chance. Like, make him a game manager, have him throwing screens, little quick outs. Like, just make sure that you don't have to put the game in the mechanic's hand. You know, that was a little Statham reference right there. Stidham. Just don't put the game in Stidham's hands is the way they're gonna win. That's the only way to do it. And Sean Payton is an offensive genius. So they always got a shot with that coach. Did you know, like, I think they treated Sean Payton like a player when they picked him up, like got a draft pick for him, if I'm not mistaken. Like, they had to give up a draft pick to get Sean Payton. Like, you don't do stuff like that unless the dude's a brilliant mind. And they always got a chance with that. And I'm definitely rooting for them to win.
You rooting for the Broncos?
Rooting for the Broncos.
Oh man. It's a great underdog story. If they won, I wouldn't be too mad at it if they won. I'd have to see the line on this game. Hold on. Matter of fact, yeah, while I'm talking, I'm gonna try to pull it. I would like to know how Vegas is looking on this. As far as who I'm rooting for or who I'm picking Drake May. For one, he's a North Carolinian. For two, that defense over there in New England, watching what they did to C.J. Stroud, and a lot of that was C.J. Stroud just having the football version of the yips. Because come on, man. Ain't no way, boss. Ain't no way. But yeah, I take Drake May with that defense, and I'm picking Drake May. You'll never hear me say I'm picking, what the team name is, but I'm
Man,
gonna
listen.
say I pick Drake May, man, because I rock with Drake, man. I support home team, man. Hometown. I support hometown because those guys are not my home team. What's the line? Come on. I want to know how disrespectful this Broncos situation. The New England -5.5. Ain't
That
too
is
bad.
not high. That's not
Yeah,
exactly.
they don't really think that the Patriots are gonna win for real. They think Sean Payton might pull something out. Huh. They playing in Mile High too, so it might be a little ref centric
Right.
toward the Broncos, We'll see.
A little home cooking, but I don't know if you remember me as a Giants fan. I remember a young man by the name of Jeff Hostetler came in the playoffs when Phil Simms got hurt, and Jeff Hostetler not only took them boys in the playoffs as a backup, took them to the Super Bowl, but beat the Buffalo Bills as a backup. I think who else did it? Philadelphia, didn't they win with a backup?
Yeah, Nick Foles came
Nick
in for
Foles.
Carson Wentz, but I think Nick Foles was already like kind of solidified as
He was.
solid.
He was.
My man ain't never even smelt the playoff game. Stidham ain't never smelt the playoff game unless it was on Madden.
But he get a check like everybody else out there for a reason.
Because they need 53 people on the roster. That's
They're gonna pick a guy who could play that position if the main guy gets hurt. That's all. That's his job.
Tommy DeVito was an NFL quarterback.
First of all, I rock with Tommy DeVito. There will be no DeVito slander in my presence. Not in my presence. Or juice. Me or juice.
Get back. Yeah, turn around then. Turn around then, man. He is. I seen him on the Progressive commercial. He's a substitute for the lady's kid when they take a picture. They sub Tommy DeVito in. He's doing commercials now. Like Teddy Bridgewater doing the backup. Yeah, he's a
He said, "You're not a mechanic. You're not here to fix people."
Yeah.
It's like that.
Bridgewater wild. So you got the Broncos. I got the
Broncos. B.
I got
Sean
Drake.
Payton, though. I got Sean Payton though, for real. That's what I got. I got Sean Payton.
I got Drake May. All right, cool, no problem. Then we got the Rams going to the Seahawks. This is really an offense versus defense situation here. LA, one of the best offenses in the league, and Legion of Boom 2.0 over there at Seattle. Who wins this game and why?
Ooh, man. I'm going with the Chargers because they got the experience as far as like the coaching staff. Once again, been there before.
Rams.
Oh, well, I said, LA. The Rams. The Rams won. They won the Super Bowl 2 years back, and I'm going with the Rams. Man. They've been there before. They got the experience. I'm going with the Rams of Los Angeles.
Yeah. I'm picking the Rams too. I see some real old New York Giants-esque type playoff run. But with much better regular season. Just the fact that I think they can win on the road anywhere. I'm not just saying that because they beat us first on the road. I'm saying that because you got Puka Nacua on one side. You got Devontae Adams on the other. You got Matthew Stafford back there directing everything. And on the other side of the ball, you have a guy who people are just hoping doesn't turn into his old self. And I think his old self shows up this game. Sam Darnold. I think Sam Darnold turns into the Sam Darnold that everybody outside of Seattle is waiting on him to be. That turnover-prone guy making mistakes when it counts. Kind of like a Kirk Cousins, if you ask me. I think Sam Darnold and Kirk Cousins are from the same football tree.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that as far as Sam Darnold goes. Once again, them guys, man, they get hot sometimes, man. And you be like, where was that at this whole year? But I'm still with the Rams. I got the Rams, man. I got them Rams.
Yeah, man. Plus, it's another coaching situation. It's another coaching situation, man. Yeah. He's been there before.
They've been
Yeah,
there. Yep.
I think experience wins that one, man. And speaking of experience, congratulations to you, Juice, and whatever section of New York roots for the Giants and not the Jets. Great offseason addition by scooping up John Harbaugh. I know it's a lot of teams who kind of feel stupid. Like, man, we should have just waited. We should have waited and held out. Could have got rid of our current coach and got a Hall of Famer.
Right. At first, I was upset at Baltimore when they did that. I remember initially, I was like, "Oh, what are they smoking? Why would they get rid of this dude? They're crazy." And then once I realized he was on the market, I was like, "Wait a minute. We need a coach. Thank you, Baltimore." I thought about that, but to me, it felt like a pipe dream to have John Harbaugh as our coach. I was like, in the history of the Giants, I think our last good coach was like Tom Coughlin.
Yeah, yes, that's when y'all won the Super Bowl. Yeah,
Right.
I'd say so. I'd say so.
Right. Red-faced Coughlin. But we also had Steve Spagnuolo as our defensive coordinator too, who is, the Chiefs' defensive coordinator now. So I never would have thought that we were gonna actually make the right decision as a franchise, because that's not our thing. You know how we do. We get rid of Saquon. He wins the Super Bowl. We get rid of, Dustpan, Danny Dustpan. Now he's Indiana Jones. Like,
Danny
we just,
Dustpan.
we
Danny Dustpan. I like that one.
that's what I used to call him for us. But now he's a star. Like, he could have been. He was up there for a quick second as an MVP candidate for a quick second this season.
Yeah, before the injury, I think the Colts would have had a better run toward the end of the season had he not gotten hurt. Man, maybe shoulda, coulda, woulda, but he did get injured. Speedy recovery to Dustpan Danny. What are the expectations? Like, realistically, what are the expectations for you guys with Harbaugh now? For next season.
We lost 7 games, might even been 8, but I know we definitely lost at least 7 games this season where we were actually winning in the fourth quarter. It's crazy. That's crazy. Like, to have that many games where we had the chance to win, which means easily our season could have been a whole nother way, easily. And that comes down to coaching in my book. I think we have some good pieces. I'm not sold on Scatterbull. I think he's too slow and too small. But I do like Jackson Dart. I like our defense. I like our wide receiving core. I do think we need to shore up our offensive line. And I think we should get a star or potential Hall of Fame wide receiver, which I think the Giants haven't had in a very, very, very long time. Like, to me, I think our last great wide receiver, and I wish Juice was here to agree or disagree, is Victor Cruz. Like, in my opinion, I don't think we had a greater. Odell Beckham had a good year and a great catch. Like, but don't get it twisted. He was dropping everything. We need like a Hall of Fame wide receiver, shore up that offensive line, and then we could talk and make some noise. But the coaching was definitely a big part. If he has GM power as well, like if they don't give him, which I think they are giving him, like let him have some say in who we get. If he doesn't have GM power, I don't think we could be as effective with him. We gotta let him pick our guys, because I think he picked Lamar.
You
If I'm not mistaken.
You don't feel like Neighbors is a decent number
He's
one
good.
option at wide receiver?
No, he is.
There needs to be another one. He needs to be a second
because
option.
he gets hurt. He gets hurt a lot, man. Like, he gets hurt. We need somebody that's gonna not be hurt. Neighbors and somebody is definitely be good for us. Good. We need a duo. We need a duo with Neighbors. But I love Neighbors though. Don't get it twisted. And I love Dart. Like, I like our team, man. I like our squad. I like our energy. I think we're gonna be, and I think it's silly to say that we're not gonna have a better season just off the coaching alone. Just from the stats that I told you about us being up and not winning those games that we should have won. There's no way we could have a worse season than we did this year. If we did, I'd be so surprised.
Who do y'all move out of the way in the NFC East? Like, cause y'all were in last place this season, right? But who do y'all bump out of the way? Do y'all move up to second, possibly first, beating out the Eagles? Or do y'all just move ahead of the Commanders, or how does that work?
The difference is this year is that we actually beat the Eagles and the Cowboys in the same season, that hasn't happened in almost 20 years, I don't think. But then didn't beat the the Commanders at all, which that also never happens. So I honestly could see us winning this division. next year for those reasons. We could win the division.
I know you said you think Scatterbo is too slow or whatever, but how you feel about his style of running though, man? Like he's one of those. So you already gonna be coming off an injury, but your style of running is that you seek out contact. How well will that fare with y'all game plan to have a better season if your running back is out here looking to match helmets with people?
I think it's not going to be good because they're also going to use Jackson Dart, but that's where the coaching comes in because they do their little run pass option with Jackson Dart. Well, but that was the past coaching staff, so I don't even know how Harbaugh. I would just blueprint off the Ravens how they used to play, very run heavy. We'll have to get another running back because the way Harbaugh is historically coached, they're going to run. Like Giants are going to run the ball, and that's how he runs. So he could get hurt again, but scared money don't make no money. So he's gonna have to play how he play. Him playing scared, he really get hurt.
All right. So, well, from one injury to the next, talk about some NBA All-Star starters and someone who's not a starter. See, that injury thing was the segue to this one. This guy had sciatica early on in the season, something a lot of people get when they're 40 and up. And I think that played a role in him not becoming a starter. The person who I'm talking about, of course, is LeBron James not making the All-Star starters list. I want to say for the first time in 21 seasons. Was he a starter his rookie year?
His rookie year,
I don't think he was a starter.
Nah, he wasn't. He wasn't because he made it and Melo didn't. But he wasn't a starter. But he did make it.
Either way, I don't think they got this wrong. I mean, you're still gonna be on the All-Star team. I'm pretty sure. I hope you're gonna be on the All-Star team because you got to remember now they're doing the 2 USA teams and then the World team for the All-Star situation now.
Yeah, I thought it was East West. The Western Conference starters and the Eastern starters. So they are doing that.
See, it'll still be the selections or whatever, but they're broken up into 3 different teams. 2 American teams and then that World team. That World team's gonna win. That
For sure.
if they like actually play and it's none of that first team to 300 wins type stuff.
That ain't gonna happen.
I got the World team. Shea. Well, let's just go over the starters that they have, then we can talk about the World team. So on the East, they got Giannis, Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, Cade Cunningham, and your man Jalen Brunson. On the West, Joker, Wemby, Steph, SGA, and Luka. See, just the West alone.
Right.
Just the West alone, man.
Yeah, shout out to Brunson up making the starting squad, but that West team would smoke that East team if it was just 5-on-5.
But this my thing though. Like, so you telling me Giannis, Joker, Wemby, SGA, and Luka, those are all international players.
Right.
That's the World team. Nah, we ain't trying to see that. And then not to mention the guys that I can't even, the other guys without bigger names, like your man playing for the Trailblazers, hooping for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, he's a baller.
Right, international player.
Yep, your man on Chicago, nice.
International player. Yeah, I don't want to butcher nobody's name, so we just gonna say the teams they play for.
Right. We'll do that.
International player.
Is Pascal Siakam considered international player?
Yeah, he ain't from here.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he ain't American, right?
Yeah.
Like he coming off the bench, man. Yeah. You don't want no smoke with the international squad.
Yeah, I'm eager to see what that whole squad gonna look like though.
It's gonna be nuts. They gonna be whack, man, because they don't be playing hard and like it's hard to watch the All-Star games now. And it used to be like Kobe and them didn't care. He didn't care if it was All-Star game. Jordan didn't care. Magic Johnson didn't care. Like they was balling. Like they couldn't wait to play with certain people. They couldn't wait to play against certain dudes in that setting, and you saw that. Whereas now everybody, it's an exhibition game.
Yeah. Have you happened to come across the clip of Kevin Garnett speaking? Maybe you saw it on Instagram or Facebook.
I did actually.
The one where he was like this. He's like this. I'm gonna tell you where it kind of went the other way. He was like, it was the All-Star game where it was Kobe was guarding LeBron. Kobe slaps the floor, waiting for LeBron to engage, and he passed the ball up. He was like, that was it. He like, everybody know you supposed to come down, shoot it in his face, talk a little, then y'all go back and forth. That's how it's always been in the All-Star game. Yeah, man. He kind of indirectly was trying to say that LeBron James killed hip hop. But hey man, if that's not who you are, that's just not who you are.
It's not who you are. It's not who you are. That's exactly it. You ain't got that Mamba mentality. And Shaq, he would talk junk to Dwight Howard. I remember one All-Star game. Dwight Howard was guarding Shaq at the key, and Shaq took the ball and started putting it through his legs. He's like, "What's up? What's up?" And went at him. Like, he was going at him, like with the handle, stuff that he can't do in a regular game, which is what the All-Star game is for. Stuff
Right.
you can't do in the real
Right.
game. You do it there, but still with that competition attitude, because I'm playing against the best, with the best. So I want to do my best, is what I thought. Now, like I said, it's just an exhibition game now. It's just hard to watch. But the slam dunk contest and the 3-point contest, to me, is like, and the skills challenge is more lit than the All-Star game now.
That dunk contest is almost coming to the point to where it's like, man, what are you gonna do we haven't seen already?
And that's where people mess up, because they're so.
But I'm speaking about the people in the NBA. Like, it's people who just come up with dunks and post them on their Instagram. I know it's plenty for them to do.
Right.
Each NBA player might just need to go sponsor one of them guys to dunk for them. I think
Or
somebody said this a while. It might have been Kenny Smith or somebody. Somebody was like, maybe the NBA guys, because they seem to be afraid to want to get into it, the people that everybody want to see, just go sponsor one of the street dunkers and do it that way. And whoever wins, donate some money to charity and give half to the guy who wins or something of that nature. Because the dunk contest used to be the highlight of All-Star Weekend. Most memorable dunk contest to you, which one was it? Or excuse me, or you just give me moment rather than the whole thing. Which dunk contest moment do you remember?
I might have to say, my most memorable moment was my man Nate Robb jumping over Dwight Howard.
Word.
The dude
okay.
is 5'3". Nah, he's like 5'9".
Yeah.
Jumping over a whole 7-footer, to me, like, it just defied like physics. Just like, when Spud Webb did his thing, but I was kind of young, but I remember that. But I was old enough to really appreciate like Nate Robb jumping over Dwight. Like, that was insane to me. I remember going crazy in the crib when that happened. Not to mention who he played for at the time. But
Yeah. I picked up on that. It's two for me. One, gotta go with the North Carolina Ties first. The Vince Carter dunk contest. Everybody who knew anything about basketball knew who was going to win that dunk contest. What I loved about it was you didn't just meet the expectations of it. You exceeded expectations. The showmanship, your selection of dunks, when you decided to do what dunks, the dunks that you did. And a lot of people could say, Steve Francis might have got robbed. I don't think so. I think Steve Francis came into a 12-round fight already losing the first round without the fight even have started. That's what I think. I think Vince Carter's, it was your dunk contest to lose. Steve Francis put on a great show, but everybody was there to see Vince.
And to this day, I literally could remember every single dunk he did and what order he did every single dunk in that dunk contest. I ain't gonna.
When the man came out and the first dunk he did was the reverse windmill against the grain, this is over.
I'm getting hyped just thinking about it.
This is over. It's that one, and then the 96-97 one where Kobe pulls off the between the legs dunk. I remember that. I had that entire All-Star Weekend on videotape.
Wow.
That was the 50th anniversary of the NBA.
I say 96. You was like what, 10?
96. I was born in 85. I was 11.
Yeah, I was close.
Yeah. Because that was the Allen Iverson year. That's the rookie game where Marcus Camby at half court, well, almost half court, throws Allen Iverson in the alley. That, bro, when I tell you I had that whole All-Star Weekend on VHS, I'm not playing. My grandmother, I know she got tired of me playing it every Saturday night. It was exciting. Kerry Kittles, Steve Nash, Abdul Rahim. It was yeah, man. I still think that was the best draft class, to be quite honest with you, 96.
Oh yes, 100%. I agree.
Yeah, hands down, that draft class is responsible for this generation of basketball players.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hands down. One of the
yeah.
greatest draft classes of all time for sure.
I
For
think
sure.
I think the greatest. Yeah, I think the greatest. I mean, you know, I'm up to a healthy back and forth about it. Just not today
Right.
on
Not
you know
today, not today.
we
That's why I didn't want to get into it.
yeah. Already, man. Oh, let me hit the news transition so we can get into some of this entertainment news.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Cold World, Jermaine Cole, J. Cole, known to everybody else. The Fall Off will be released this year sometime. It has a single out called Disc 2, Track 2. There's also a video for it. It seems like he's doing the whole Nas Rewind concept. Not bad. Just looking forward to seeing what the rest of the project is gonna sound like. Y'all check that out. Tell me what you think in the comment section after you listen to it. Clifford the King Harris, Kill the King is the last album that he's coming out with. That's what he's saying. Same way the Black Album was supposed to be the last album that Jay-Z came out with, and then you got about 32 more albums after that. So we'll see. But he has a single out called Let 'Em Know, produced by Pharrell. Fire. It sounds like old trap music too. Own it. Since you here, I have to tell you, man, Ever Since You Left Me by French Montana and Max B. Of that is it Narcos? Is it Narcos 3.5 mixtape? Is that the project that it's on?
Yes, it is.
Man,
that is my joint right there. I was
yeah.
playing that back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
I went deaf on it.
She tough. It's the sample. It's the sample that got me though. It's the sound like and the fact that they stayed true to who they are. They made some nice dance, upbeat dance joint. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that, man.
Man, I wish that song was longer, man. That's why I have to play it back to back. It's too short. I love that song.
Well, since we're talking about rappers, Vibe had made a list of the 10 rappers under the most pressure in 2026. Number 10 being Miss Nicki Minaj, or alt-right Nicki. Number 9, Roddy Ricch. Number 8, Ice Spice. Sure. Number 7, Kanye West. Number 6, Lil Baby. Number 5, Baby Keem, Kendrick Lamar's cousin, from the West Coast, in case, y'all not familiar with the name. Number 4, Young Thug. Number 3, J. Cole. Number 2, A$AP Rocky, who just put out an album, Don't Be Dumb. God, what is the name of the song? The song that everybody says he's talking about, Drake. And the number 1 artist under the most pressure in 2026, roll, Drake. After seeing this list, do you agree? Or is this completely wrong? None of these people are under pressure.
Exactly. There's that. There's that. If I was gonna say, then Nicki would definitely be number 1 for sure. She put a whole bullseye on her back for sure. For 2, Ice Spice to me has exceeded her level of talent already. So I mean, what pressure? Like, how she under pressure? Like, what do you expect her to do? Like, what's she supposed to do?
She playing with house money?
Exactly. She good.
Okay.
A$AP is winning in life. Like, he's good. Like, J. Cole's album was fire. Lil Baby, not sure why he's on that list either. Cause I mean, he's still coming out with a couple joints. I would just say Nicki is the main and the only person that I agree with on that list.
Yeah, I think the title of the list is a little misleading. Like, I don't know about under the most pressure. Maybe the top 10, maybe the 10 rappers who need to have a strong year or something like that.
And I believe that's what they're trying to say. Right.
Yeah, but the way they put it makes for better clickbait. I mean, yeah, I clicked on it, and I think they got it right with number one though. I think it's Drake, because you just spent the whole last year getting your back kicked in. Think about this now, everybody. Let's think about this. From January, yeah, just the whole year. Because remember, the man. This is the first time I ever seen somebody perform a diss song at the Super Bowl. Then that same diss song that he performed at the Super Bowl ends up the next week, now, winning like 5 Grammys. A diss song is what won Grammys. Then go back to the Super Bowl. You got people who don't know nothing about nothing hip hop wise calling you a whole PDF in that stadium. The whole crowd sang A minor. Yeah, you better have a great year. Like, and let's not forget. After you lost the battle, you tried to sue about it.
He felt like the machine was against him. Like he had an unfair disadvantage going on. They playing Kendrick on every radio station 100 million times. Like why the machine backing him so crazy? Why can't it be organic? You know, it's like they're force feeding the other side. It's almost like, it's a 10-on-1, which it always has been with Champagne Poppy. Like they all had to gang up on him anyway. Like he wasn't the one.
Ain't nobody gang up on that man. One man on that Super Bowl stage. One man was on that Super Bowl stage looking you dead in the camera. Say right. That man look you dead in the camera. Say right.
And he helped all them guys out, man. He did a song with all of them that was banging.
That wasn't 10 people, man. Biggie and Pac got freestyle together. I ain't trying to hear that. Yeah, man.
But I agree though. He does have the pressure of coming back, which I think for him, the reason why I didn't put him on that list, the reason why I wasn't worried about it, because he is going to come through like he always do. Like he's gonna come out with a banger. He's still Champagne Poppy. Like he's still gonna make a crazy hit that everybody's gonna love. Not saying that they're gonna forget about Kendrick's whole little run that he had, but it's a run. The run is over, right? Yeah, he had his good little, and I think it might have been damn near 2 years, to be honest. Like, cause that was the Super Bowl, so that means the year before, 2024, like that's when it was really like going down. That's when it started. So it's
then GNX came out, so we're gonna see if he wins some Grammys for GNX.
Yeah, but I'm confident. I'm confident in Champagne Poppy, man. He's gonna come back strong.
He got to find a style to commandeer before he can come back, cause that's his thing. He finds him a style to latch on to. So
that's right.
He probably gonna be K-pop Poppy the next time he come out. Yeah. What you mean? That's the only thing we haven't heard him on any K-pop. He about to be Drake Demon Hunter.
All right, well, that's cool. That's what he gonna do then too, man. Like he gonna come through for the people, cause he is still the leader of the new school. He gonna be all right.
He ain't no leader of no new school, man. Drake like 40 something.
He like 40 something.
Drake.
He's still in his 30s, B. He's still in his mid 30s, but I really am confident though. He's gonna come out with bangers like he always do. Like he's gonna be all right. I'm not as confident with Nicki's situation though, as far as like the political climate. Like that is a big bullseye she put on herself. What she got going on is political. Is so many people like feel strongly about the person she supports compared to Drizzy and Kendrick is still just, the PDF thing is crazy. Like that part's crazy. But it was still like a back and forth between rappers where she went political, and to most people she went the wrong way. And that is to me, that's hard. That's very difficult to overcome. That's very difficult to overcome for her. So we'll see what happens with that. But I think she really is going to have a tough time. I'm confident Champagne Poppy's going to bounce back.
I don't even think Nicki Minaj puts out any music this year. I don't think she puts out any music this year. I see Kanye West is number 7 on this list, man. But one thing about old Kanye West, man, when he drops, I ain't gonna say people forget about whatever the antic was that he did, but they make it seem like it's not so bad after the music drops. The first thing they'll always go to is the man lost his mama. and let the music play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like that one.
Your body. Like my man. So the man redid the whole Backstreet Boys joint, and y'all, this is brand new to y'all. Now, mind you, fan of the song, Kanye West joint. Hey, fan of it.
It's fire.
Fan of it. Yeah,
No,
you
it's
know what I mean?
fire.
Yeah. But see, I wasn't never one of those folks who held them in like that regard. Like these are just entertainers. I don't know why people get. We ain't gotta do all that. We ain't gotta go there. But yeah, just be entertained by the entertainers, and that's it. Just
Separate the
do
art from the artists. Right. Separate the
Just
art
be
from the artist.
yeah, just be entertained by the entertainers, man.
I've
Al
always
Roker
been like
does
that.
the weather. Al Roker does the weather. That's all I want from Al Roker.
That's all I want
That's
you
it.
to do.
That's it. That's it. Don't tell me about nothing else. Don't give me any restaurant suggestions. None of that. Just
Right.
the weather. That's
Like,
it.
I don't
That's
want
all
to
I want,
hear.
Al.
I don't want to hear Terry Crews rap anymore for 2026. Like on no commercials, whatever he be doing, progressive, whatever commercials. Terry Crews, I need you to act, do that little thing you be doing, and that's it. Like, don't rap no more, ever. Like, who told him that was a good idea? It's horrible. He said it's bad, man. I don't need you to rap ever again. You
Man,
act.
said Terry Crews. Man, it's so many people. If you want to talk about setting us back before we even get to a Terry Crews,
I'm trying
but
to keep it light.
yeah. Oh, it's cool. It's cool. Ain't no big deal, man. Ain't no big deal. We've come to the portion of the show toward the end, so you know what that means. It's time for a spirited round of brick or swish. You've been here before. You know how the game go. I get a topic from either sports, news, or entertainment. I present you with a this or that, yes or no type scenario. If you dig it, it is a swish. If you ain't rocking with it, it's a brick.
Brick.
This first one, we kind of talked about it already when we were talking about NCAA players. Brick or swish. If you underperform, you should be released from your NIL deal.
That's tough because they still college students. So
No. You are amateur. No, you are a paid professional at that point. You are getting the whole purpose. You are here. You ain't a college student. You are a hired mercenary. You are an athlete for hire now, homeboy. You're a contracted worker.
that's true. All you do, Q, is spin records. That's all you.
That's all you do. That's all you do.
You getting paid to do that. Yeah, you gotta go then. If you ain't performing, you got to go. These dudes is getting millions. So yeah, that's the old swish, man.
Yeah, man. I'm throwing a switch on it, man. Cause it's my thing, though, man. All that stuff goes out the window, with me. Cause at any given time you want to, you can just be like, yeah, well, I don't want to play for this school no more. Let me go to the next school, get some more bread, get some more playing time. Well, if you can do that, and if you don't meet the requirements of why you are here at said school, they should be able to cut ties with you, man. Like any other job you underperform, you get fired. Welcome to the real world, partner.
So what about injuries?
Well, I mean, an injury is an injury. You know what I'm saying?
Should you lose your
can't-
NIL deal if you can't play no more because
No.
of injury?
No. You have to underperform. You getting an injury is not you underperforming. You know,
Gotcha.
that was, just an injury. Things happen. Yeah. But yeah, man, if you underperform, you got to go. Hope the guards
I
at
agree.
UNC are listening. Just say it. Hope y'all are listening, man. You gotta turn them jerseys in soon. So, turn them jerseys in. All right. This was NFL type brick or swish. Brick or swish. A quarterback and a coach have had a fair amount of success together, and you decide that that's as far as you can go. You should move on from both of them and not just one. And what made me think about this brick or swish is the situation in Buffalo. You felt like you couldn't go any further with Josh Allen and Sean McDermott. They've went as far as they could together. You should have moved on from both of them instead of just the one, because you're assuming that the next coach you bring in is gonna mesh well with your quarterback, and y'all are gonna super exceed the success that y'all just had with the guy who was there for what, 8+ years.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should have got rid of both of them if you're going to go a new direction, then go a whole new direction.
And they acting like they wasn't trash before McDermott got there. So
Hey, man.
let's not act like Buffalo was out here getting winning seasons and winning playoff games without either of those two guys since the old Bills from back in the day. Like, they ain't been good in forever until McDermott and Josh Allen. But it's harder to get a Josh Allen than it is a McDermott.
So that's a brick on that one.
Yeah, that's a brick for me. Like, he's only one Josh Allen. You can get another McDermott.
Hey. You better hope. You better hope. I'm gonna throw a Swish on that, man, because yeah, I don't think it's just plug and play like that. I do not think it's just that simple in the NFL. You can just plug in a whole new head coach, and now y'all gonna ride off to the sunset, man. I don't. Because your defense is still your defense. Ain't like they stop people from scoring. If I'm not mistaken, every game you've lost is because the other team had more points than you. So
right. Which ain't Josh Allen's fault.
So there's that. I mean, his fault comes into play where he has to be Superman, but if you're gonna be Superman, you gotta know what your kryptonite is, man. And your kryptonite is turnovers.
Yeah.
Can't do that and win football games, man. You know that already, Josh. You know that.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this last one, man, it's more along the lines of some news. So I had seen this story about this lady who the wedding venue wouldn't give back her deposit because they signed a contract. You know, all contracts are final. You can't break the contract. Boop de boop. The thing about the story is the lady's fiance had passed away. So her thinking that she would get her money back because she was like, other vendors had refunded her money, that she also had signed contracts with them. The other vendors. The actual wedding venue had told her, I think it was like $7,600. They were like, well, maybe you can do like a memorial celebration type service on that day for him here, because you're not getting your money back. So, brick or swish, should a wedding venue give back a deposit due to death of the partner?
Yeah, because now they look heartless and soulless, but I'm still gonna go with the they morally they should contractually, excuse me. Why are we signing contracts unless there's a clause in there? That's why we have clauses in the contract. If something happens to said bride or groom, you are eligible to get this and this amount. Like, we don't have contracts to go against them. So I'm not judging them, but I would personally, if I was running that company, give them their money back. But I think they do have every right to not give them their money back. Sad to say, unless it was in the contract, like something happens. But they should give them their money back. I mean, I would give them their money back. I would. But
I just want to make sure you still going with the swish. All right,
no,
cool.
I'm still going with the swish.
Just wanted to make sure.
Whew.
Yeah, that's I mean that's I feel for the young lady involved, because that's a terrible situation to even find yourself in. But you signed the contract, and the venue itself had already blocked off that date. You had already made arrangements to have people working. You took care of everything on your end. So, as heartless as it may sound, when you signed that contract, you agreed to the terms of the contract, and if it was stated in the contract, there will be no refunds. Unless it said there will be no refunds unless ... and it ain't say none of that, and you still signed, I'm gonna have to go brick on that one, man. I had to go brick on it, man. Yeah. So leave all your hateful comments in the comment section. What I do?
Now, would you, if it was your business and you, same situation, but it's your choice, 58South gets to choose whether you want to give them their money or honor the contract, what would you do?
Well, yeah, man, I'd get that lady her money back, man. Like, yeah, man, it'd be a no-brainer for me to get the bread back, but
that's what I'm saying.
I'm not the one that I'm not the one that owns the business of running that venue. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother thing.
Listen, R.I.P. And condolences to the family for sure. Sincerely, a contract is a contract for a reason. Like this is exactly why you signed
I was
contract.
getting ready to say reasons like this is why people are locked into certain things. Like, so you sure you want to do this? So no matter what, now we need this bread from you, and you ain't getting it back.
Yeah.
You sure you want to sign? She signed, but 58 South TV would have gave you your bread back. You know what I mean? Would have gave you bread
So a
back.
phenomenon, to be honest. It's like Chris Rock, man. Not saying that I would do it, but I understand.
It is what it is. Man, since y'all have stayed this far, you might as well like, share, subscribe, tell some folks about it. Again, like I said, man, you can put your comments in the comment section about the venue. What would you have done? Would you give the lady her money back, or would you say business is business and continue to run your operation? You got people to take care of on your side too. Just saying, man. Phenomenon, any parting words for the nice viewers and listeners?
Everybody that's in this region, y'all be prepared. Y'all go out there and get ready. Have all your ducks in a row for this storm that's coming. Anybody in this storm region, man, y'all be safe out there. Be careful.
Yeah, for sure. As always, thank you so much for watching on YouTube. Thank you so much for listening on the Connected Radio app. This has been another presentation of 58 South TV presents Topics of Discussion, your new home for sports, news, and entertainment. I am your host, 58 South. That was my co-host, DJ Phenomenon. Oh, he ain't even on social media. I was going to say catch him on all things at Phenomenon, but no, that's a lie. He ain't on social media.
I'm on the book now.
You got, okay. Tell him your Facebook. What's your Facebook information?
Facebook is just my government. It's Jonathan Holland on the Facebook. I got all my videos and all my DJ stuff is up just with my regular professional government name that's on the chat. Jonathan Holland on the Facebook.
That's what's up, man. My link tree is in the description, man, for my Instagram, Facebook. I think I have a TikTok, man. I think I do.
I didn't know that.
Have I been on it? Yeah. I have one somewhere. Whenever y'all go outside, take God with you, man. Y'all remember, be kind. Please be careful, man. We'll see y'all next time. Peace. Cut the check.
Cut it.